Hi, sorry I'm late. I was slow to get online. I'm so sorry. Yes, thank you, Anthony, for being here. Sorry I'm late. I was on the phone most of the day and raced down to the hospital to see my grandson in the NICU, and cuddle time was pretty wonderful. So I looked up the clock and went, whoops, I gotta go. So I got here as fast as I could. Larry sent me a few, I haven't talked to him in a couple of days. He sent me some text last night. He was, oh, sorry, I've got my phone on. Got to turn the, sorry, volume off for my cell phone. Having both computers going is kind of crazy. He sent me a couple text messages last night, and he was pretty excited about what's happening with him this week. And he said he was really looking forward to feeling better and kicking some deep state booty butt. Deep state butt is what he said. Getting back to work, doing what he can to help, dealing with what's going on. And so he is going to need help from us to stay in the fight. I want to thank so much Larry and Mary and Karen and Ben and others that have, Diane, others that have done something this weekend to help him through the weekend. It's pretty spectacular what he right now has the chance to do. I wish I knew so I could tell you everybody what's going on, but I know he's got a pretty incredible opportunity, and he is really looking forward to feeling better and getting back to working as he normally does. Another text he sent me, he says, now you're going to get a chance to see what I really do. And I'm not sure what that meant, but it just was so encouraging to me to hear Larry talking with the strong warrior spirit that we know is in Larry Nichols. And he's going to have to keep getting his daily treatments this month. And so it really is imperative that anybody who can help do anything to help him, that you do it. His PayPal is nicholslive@aol.com. If you cannot do PayPal, and we've had some people who can't, anybody who has donated a check in the last couple weeks, the check has been deposited. I had sent the money to Larry right away. And anyhow, your check should clear soon. Should be clearing today if it hasn't already. Anyhow, if people cannot give by PayPal, in the description underneath here is a text message, a phone number for text messages if you need an alternative to PayPal. The PayPal gets to him within 3 minutes max. So if you can do PayPal, it's nicholslive@aol.com. I know that Dave Dobbenmeyer's group is planning on starting to make some phone calls to the Republicans who had said last year sometime they'd had a press conference calling for Congress to initiate an indictment of Hillary Clinton. I think it was what they had called it. I know Matt Gaetz was there, Mark Meadows, Ted Cruz. I didn't recognize all the faces. And so they're going to try and put pressure on with phone calls, people to, do what they said they were going to do. I don't know that this is the timing for that, because we still don't, if they indict, then what? If you're going to indict somebody, you've got to put them in jail, or you've got to take them to court. There is no honest court for prosecution yet. The Senate is sitting on 4 nominees, 4 appointees that Trump has asked them to approve, and they're sitting on them. I'm not sure how many. We need somebody with purview in Washington, D.C., Virginia, or New York. And until we get an honest judge with purview in one of those locations, there is no point in doing any kind of indictment or trying to go to court, because the black robe mob, these rigged courts that are all taken over by socialism, they'll just put a gag order on all evidence, seal it up, and that'll be the end of it. We don't want that. We want the evidence coming forward in court and something being done. We do want equal justice, but we're not going to get equal justice if we don't have an honest judge. And I was talking to somebody this morning about some of the cases that I've seen recently where pedophiles have gotten off with such incredibly light sentences, if any sentence at all. And my comment to them was, I wonder if those judges are involved themselves and are trying to make sure that they're not setting precedent for their own indictment and what would happen to them. I mean, I have no way of knowing that. It's just a question I asked. It's just the way my brain went, what my brain went to with why in the world would a judge possibly give such a lenient sentence for such heinous acts. Anyhow, we've got to continue in prayer for our country, and I appreciate your prayer for Larry and his family and what they're going through. Larry is looking forward to feeling better and being able to come on and keep us abreast of what he's doing. But again, let me say, anybody who can do anything to help, we would greatly, greatly appreciate it. He would greatly appreciate it. And if I know that help is coming, it takes a big load of pressure off my back because, I'm the one asking people to help. And if you can't help, if you could make phone calls to people you know. I mean, I called a neighbor what night was it? Saturday, and he was out of town, and he did agree to. He wanted to pay with a check. I said, you can't mail a check to Larry, but I'll pick it up at your house when you get back from your vacation. So I'll be going to his house Wednesday morning to get that check. And that's just an example of something you can do. We do need to keep putting the word out. Ask on Facebook for people to help. Anyhow, we've got to keep Larry in this fight because of the significant work that he can do, work that he's been asked to do, and he needs the strength to be able to complete the task that he's been asked to do. And it is significant. I have no idea what it is. I know he had to get help for it. That's all I know. And I don't know who these people are. I have no clue. But I do know that he's pretty excited about whatever it is, and he will share with us whatever he can. So thanks for being here. And again, I'm sorry I started late. God bless you. I will go ahead. I'm positive Larry will not be on with Jason tomorrow. That would be a big shock to me if he could be because of what he's doing to the end of March. What he's doing today, whatever it is, and I think it's supposed to go into tomorrow. At least originally they had said it would be 2 days. Thank you for your help. Thank you for doing whatever you can for him. And again, his PayPal is nicholslive@aol.com. And if you cannot do that, send a text message to 240-499-6729. And let me see if we can talk out a way to find an alternative method. You can always mail a check to him. Not a check. Do not mail a check. He cannot cash a check. You can put cash in the mail. His address is on the website, nicholslive.com. You can also, I'll tell you it, it's 58 Kensington Drive, Conway, Arkansas, 72034. Thanks a lot, and I'm sorry I don't have more information to give you. He wasn't able to do anything other than to send me a text and say I'm starting now, and he was pretty excited about that, and that's all I have heard from him since this morning. So thank you, and I know he's longing to be back. He needs your support to make that possible. So thanks again. Till tomorrow. Bye.